All right, let's get this party started. All right. So today we're gonna try to see if we could wrap up our subscription cancellation and upgrading process. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna do this because I don't know if I'm gonna cancel it immediately or just cancel it and allow them to use the service until the end of the subscription term. And I think that's the best course of action because I don't have to worry about any pesky can't even speak right now, pesky pro rates refunds or anything like that. I think simply allowing them to cancel it and just use the remaining time in their term is like the best course of action. And we also have to determine how we're gonna implement the business logic for upgrading. Because upgrading, the user is expected to have access to the features of the upgraded version. So that's where we would have to prorate them for the remaining days they have left in their current term, and then they could proceed with their the upgraded subscription. So I don't know if Stripe has any sort of functionality in place for that type of workflow. I would assume so because it seems very standard, but I just have to read their documentation just to understand it a bit more. And just off the top, I can see a few like key phrases here. But if the subscription is set to cancel immediately, pending proration will be removed. So that's concerning. I have to figure out if there's a way to cancel it, but allow them to use up the remaining time within their term. So that's what we'll be tackling today. Hopefully we can like square this billing page completely this week, so we could just jump on to the next step. Then the next week will definitely be managing the entries that people submit through the widget. But to do that, we actually have to implement the widget on an actual dummy website. So I don't have to worry about that then. Cancel subscription. Immediately, this will not be charged again for the subscription. Note, however, that any pending invoice and item items that you created will still be charged for ads. I don't know, that verbiage is confusing. Charge for ads at the end of the period. Charge for at the end of the period. Okay. Unless manually deleted. If you set the subscription to cancel at the end of the period, any pending proration will also be left in place and collected at the end of the period. But if the subscription is set to cancel immediately, pending proration will be removed. What does that mean? Pending proration. By default, upon subscription cancellation, Stripe will stop automatic collection of the finalized invoice for the customer. This is intended to prevent unexpected payment attempts after the user okay. However, you can resume automatically collection of the invoice manually after subscribing. Okay. I'm having a hard time reading because I can hardly see the text. Okay, so we'll generate a proration invoice item that credits remaining unused time until the subscription period has ended. Okay, so what's up, Wusa? Well, I have to test this out because I don't really understand what they mean about however you can resume automatic collection of the invoices manually after subscription cancellation to have us proceed. I don't know exactly what that means. You can resume I understand what it's going at, but in what context? Let's see what other options we have for subscription. Let's just go to the table of contents. Related guide, creating subscriptions. Let's see what this has. Set up a custom portal that lets customers manage. Okay. I mean, we're kind of doing this. I definitely have to read this later on. All right, so this was not as useful as I thought it would be. I did not realize they had a customer portal. That's funny. Let's check out this. Wait, what was that? Oh, I couldn't even show controllers. I mean, that would have been a cool thing to know before I implemented everything I implemented already. But I kind of want a custom look, so I'm not against it. All right. So canceling is exactly what it is. Once you cancel it, by default, it'll allow the user to essentially use the remaining time, but Stripe won't automatically trigger the payment processing at the end of the term. So I think this is simple. We just have to implement this API endpoints. And it looks like all we really need is the subscription ID. All right, so let's get this going. I'm already here. Do I have cancel already? I do not. So I do need to add the delete option, which is this. Cool. Get is similar to delete. Doesn't take a body. We have our ID here, subscription. And what's the response type? It's a subscription object, so that doesn't change. That's pretty straightforward. How's this folder only read-only? I hope I'm not opening that with another program. Doesn't look that good. Forward payments. Cancel subscription. Sure. This is gonna be ID, which will be web app ring. I think so. And then we're going to respond with a bad request. Pass a body. And we're going to copy the same paradigm we've been doing. Let's actually yank this as well. Let's make this subscription. Message, JSON. That should be fine. I think what I need to do is I need to settings, service, get subscription. I wonder, is this just by ID or am I using I think it's get account setting by ID. Yeah. I need to clone this because we're ingesting it. I mean, am I using it again? I don't think I am. think I need it since I'm already ingesting it. Okay.
I shouldn't want ya, I shouldn't need ya, but I'm afraid that's not up to me. Cause when I hear ya sing through my speakers, it's like my mind takes a hold of me. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed.
Oh man. Oh, that makes sense. Stripe subscription ID.
Feels like I know you better than others, but you don't care, you never reply. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my
Okay.
bed.
Body. Message. Data.
I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my
Models.
baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones.
I thought I just deleted something. Alright, so that should cover the majority of things there. No field. Really? There we go. That's what I was looking for. I mean, I don't need it long-lived. Oh, found string. It could be dropped right there. I don't need it any longer. I'll probably just do this. that doesn't work, I'm literally gonna make a new variable. Yep. Alright. V forward, parenthesis, deletes, that clone. I always suck at these. And he's already a borrowed reference. I think it's dropped because of this. ID. Oh, I am. It is using this, so. Yeah, no, I changed the way I did things. That makes sense. Well, that seemed to do the trick. Yep, that did the trick. Alright, cool. So I have to remember to stop using those static strings. Feels slow. Self, cancel subscription. And we'll just yank this real quick. On cancel. Oh, I forgot to use forward parenthesis deletes, and we'll leave this here for now. I marked it. Yeah, I marked it. So I could technically so where's my cancel action? Yeah, this is kind of annoying. It feels too slow. I don't recall changing that setting. All right, so I am dynamically generating these components through this iterator. I mean, there could really only be two type of actions: upgrade or cancel. What am I doing? CTX or link. Do I have link set up here? I do. Why aren't you accessible? Oh, let's do it by heart. Mouse events. If p.active is true, else if this is active, then we're going to do our cancel option, which will be service dispatcher send payment request cancel subscription. Yeah, I think it's gonna force me to what are you talking about? I think I could just go like this. I think there has to be some sort of response here. Or for now, we'll just make it both do the same thing. I don't know, that error seems like a false positive. Oof. You're gonna ask me to move, right? Move. No? Yeah, I knew that was the case. Let's first test this, and if not, we'll just... Oh, you know what I can do? Easy. This is easy. Cake. Make this even better. This will be bull. All right. We'll do that. Add this comma. Yeah, this is... we'll do this. Message on plan action. I don't know if it's gonna require me to actually pass the closure. Yeah. But that should be fine. And then we'll just forward, comma, on click. If forward payment service, dispatcher send payment request. I do need that. We won't do anything after the fact. Alright, so I think that's good. I think now we'll be able to actually trigger this action. And Rust Analyzer is at it again. Let's restart this damn thing. Oh, there's an error somewhere. I mean, that's fair. Could I clone you? I don't know, I think it's still an issue. Unused variable. Borrowed data escaped outside the associated. I'm gonna have to pull one of these weird things, aren't I? I'm gonna have to clone it twice. Nope. What's up, AA Ron 15 Bravo? Closure outlived. There we go. Looks like we just had to move that. Cool. All right, so that's situated. Let's add an underscore so we don't have that ugliness. I understand it a little bit, and I can speak it a little bit, like very little. I sound like a butchered, broken Spanish. Sounds like broken Spanish, essentially. Appreciate the follow-up, Aaron. All right, so we canceled it. It processed successfully. We actually have some data back. Oh, let me look at this from the dashboard. I think it's this guy. 20 subscription canceled. All right, we do have a cancel subscription here. What's up in Notes Worlds? Well, it's a work in progress. I'm currently building out the billing aspect of the application, but essentially my app will contain a variety of widgets will help engage visitors on any sort of company website. One of the first widgets that we will be releasing is this very cool feedback widget, which allows people to leave either a message or a video feedback. They simply go through the workflow. And by default, it'll automatically have your webcam, but since I'm using my webcam, I have to make sure to specify it. And you can kind of go through and do the same thing. You'll actually notice that the webcam is functioning by the preview window, and you can actually see the mic is actually producing some feedback. And then once you set that up, you will be presented with this this video editor, which will allow you to record any sort of feedback pertaining to the company's context or service that they're providing. But you also have the option to pause it at any time, record it at any time, preview it at any time, sort of feedback, and modify it at any time. So you have options like discard last recorded segments, which will undo the last recorded segment and allow you to pick up where you last left off. You could also undo those changes, just basically providing the user the ability to manage their recording on the fly without having too much knowledge or too much technical know-how. And then they can simply submit it after the fact. But this is one of the widgets that I'll be providing. There will be additional widgets. Like for instance, there will be something that will complement this widget, and essentially it will be an embedder that will embed all these captured feedbacks directly on the user's website, and it could be either they could either embed it on their testimonial, their feedback page, or a review section of their website, and it'll automatically load in all these videos and text-based feedbacks, reviews, or testimonies directly there in a lazy way where it'll like benefit the user resource wise. That was a lot of words I just spewed out in a short period of time. But that's essentially what I have so far. I will be building it up more on stream. I'm just trying to fine tune this billing aspect just to get it over with and see what we do next. I do have the manage aspect. So basically, probably next week, I'll be working on how to implement the management of these captured testimonies. So we'll be going through that whole process. But for now, I'll just be working on this cancellation process, which appears to be working properly because I got a response back from Stripe, which is a good thing. And it does appear to be canceled. I see here a status of canceled. Hope that was a thorough explanation of what I'm building in Notes World. I get that AA wrong. I mean, I don't really speak in Spanish on my stream, but I do understand. I could read it and kind of somewhat understand what you're saying. And I could probably respond in some broken Spanish way. But you know, feel free to watch. I know I learned by simply watching, so I don't know. What's up, potato? Patas del papa. Alright, so now I just thought of something that I need to take to account. If it is canceled, we are still getting the plans. Now I have an ironic statement here. So it's still capturing the subscription plan that I was subscribed to, which is good. I'm gonna have to add another property called status. And basically that would allow us to determine whether it's canceled or not. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure out how we will do that. And how do we uncancel it? Oh man, I could also use the update option to cancel at the period end by passing the boolean. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see if there's some explanation on that process. So if they decide to unpause it or uncancel it or restart it, do we simply create a new subscription? Yeah, this is a tricky one. It's not like straightforward because they don't have the exact workflow on here. But it's leading me to believe that it's simply as simple as updating their subscription plan. Let's see what properties we have. Prorate option. If set, the proration will be calculated as though the subscription was updated at the given time. This can be used to apply exactly the same proration that was reviewed with upcoming invoice. My thing is that what we want? Is that the right way of doing it, or is it just simpler to create a new subscription? Yeah. What's up, Moscow? It's Moscow, bitch. Let me turn up this. It's getting pretty dark. Let me put up this light a little bit. Yeah, I think that is the optimal solution. For sure. I'm trying to think of what could possibly go wrong if I do this. So if I were to create a new one, they will essentially create a new anniversary date and a new reoccurrence date, which is fine. If I were to cancel or update the existing subscription, I would have to prorate them for the remaining of the month, and then they proceed. I think that's a little bit more difficult. I think just creating a new subscription will be a bit easier to manage. To start a subscription where the first invoice always begins in a draft. Updates an existing subscription to match the specified parameters when changing prices or quantities. The price we charge next month to make up for any price changes. Also, they don't prorate at that time, they only prorate the next month. For $100, they'll be billed $100 immediately. If on May 15 they switch to the 200 price, then in June they'll be billed $250. Okay. Switching prices. Switching prices does not normally change the billing date or generate an immediate charge unless it's changed, for example, from monthly to yearly. That makes sense. That makes sense. Decoration. Let's do a quick little search. Oh, that's blinding. This is what we'll be doing. At the end of the current billing period, this is for duration the customer already paid. Update subscription. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to use update subscription rather than cancel subscription, because this will allow us to basically allow the user to use the remaining time on their subscription. Automatically canceling after disputes. I'll probably manage that on the dashboard. Reactivating canceled subscription. Okay, let's see what this says. If a customer subscription is canceled by updating canceled to true, and the subscription hasn't yet reached the end of the billing period, it can be reactivated. Okay, subscription canceled immediately, however, can't be reactivated. That's good to know. This is what I was looking for. Perfect. At the end of the day, you can also use the dashboard reactivate subscription. If the cancellation has already been processed and the subscription is no longer active, a new subscription is needed for the customer. Keep in mind that that Stripe immediately starts your customer subscription under a new billing cycle. I thought so. It's still going to be canceled. It's just going to be canceled at the end of the period. Reactivating a cancel subscription. If a customer subscription is canceled by updating cancel at end, and the subscription hasn't yet reached the end of the billing period, it can be reactivated. Okay, so got it. All right. That makes sense. We have to implement this regardless. We're gonna have to create a new subscription regardless. That's gonna create a new billing cycle, which is fine. All right. Now let's build it. So we won't be canceling, we will be updating subscription, which I feel like I already have that action. We do, but it's a little bit more specific here. All right. So I have this. But this wasn't properly implemented. I'm doing too many things here. Alright, I think I'm gonna make specific action methods instead, even though I'm reusing a lot of the same code. This just give me a little bit more control of what I'm doing. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it simple for now. And there's 2 use cases I have to implement for. Because now, if they're canceling at the end of their period, forward, parenthesis, delete, reactivate. What the hell's going on here? Let's look at this API, just make sure I'm using the right. Yeah, it's post, that's fine. Oh, yeah. ID, request, await. This is going to respond with a subscription object, which is exactly what we're looking for. Looks good to me. Alright. So now we have to go back to our controller. Cancel subscription. Forward, parenthesis, false. We're using delete for cancel, which is fine. And then for for reactivation, we'll use patch or something. Or we use the get, don't matter. Alright. So that should be fine. Hopefully I could revert this cancellation. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, there's no option. After it's just cancel, that's it. That's unfortunate. Damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. So we're kind of forced to create the onboarding method again to renew it.
I don't blame myself, couldn't see it coming.
Alright, but first, let's go to get plans.
They drag you in just to leave you feeling stupid. Hey, don't call me up.
It's under products.
You know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it.
Let's go here.
Apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you.
I know what we could do. Yeah, now that term doesn't make any sense. That active subscription type doesn't make any effing sense. Alright.
Don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around.
Current subscription makes more sense.
Looks so pretty on the outside, got the eyes of an innocent one. You can never
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewrite that.
the first glance, they'll never save the lessons for you. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did.
ID,
I'm turning the radio up, don't wanna
status.
it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around
Let me try. I've never used it on COC before.
goes around comes back around.
Let's try it.
Goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around.
I don't know what key bindings I have for it, so I'm looking. I don't think I have it. CLC rename. Do I have GN anywhere? I do have GN. I have step into, but I don't use that. I just use GB to continue. I don't really step into anything. Actually, yeah, no. Let's go down here. And well, let's try that out. That would be useful. Model rights, perfect. So active. Oh man. GN. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Oh no. Alright, no, I'm spending too much time doing that. I'll figure it out later. Current subscription. I could also just highlighted everything, just renamed it that way. Status. Sub, that's fine. So we're grabbing this value directly from the database. We're storing it there. I'm gonna have to add another column to it, aren't I? Damn it. The rabbit hole begins. Yeah, I don't know how it is in Neovim. Yeah. It's dependent on the LSP you're using. I haven't really mapped out too many keys on CLC. But that is an interesting feature to map because I think I'll use that often. Because I do run into those kind of like mindsets where I'm like, this term doesn't really make sense for this context. Where are we? Alright, we're gonna modify this guy. And we're gonna add status. We are going to add status. And by the looks of it, let's just make sure. Status is basically a string. So we'll have to create some sort of enumerator on our end. Let's actually go to that property. This guy. Here we go. We have all the possible options. Hold on a second. Oh. Yeah, no, I still need to add this here. We'll set it to unpaid for now. As the default. Yeah. Let's bring this to this guy. Let's clean this up a little bit. There we go. Actually, let me manually edit this database. What's really going to happen is once we cancel it, yeah, no, we're gonna have to continue with this workflow. Come on, let me edit it. Alright, whatever. We'll worry about that afterwards. FIM. Subscriptions. Set status. Where ID equals. There we go. Alright, with that said, we now need to add the status, and that will live here. Status, this looks fine. that. So current subscription, we're passing the ID of the subscription, the payment method, and the status. And for convenience, the name. I don't know why I'm sending the name. I have no clue, but we're sending it. Yeah, looks good. So now let's refresh this. Well, actually we have an error here. That's in our account controller. Forward A. I should have said S. Right, that's situated, so we should be good there. We should be able to get the data we're looking for. I lied, we actually have to go back to our product service and actually make sure we're actually outputting that. Actually, this is not what we're doing it. We're doing it under... Where am I setting that up? Wouldn't be accounts, would it? Let me write all real quick. I keep getting the error because oh boy. Service. Oh man, where am I setting this? Definitely not there. Oh boy. Alright, count subscription right here. Still feel like I'm missing things though. Billing. It is billing. It's billing, payment billing, no, account billing. I confuse myself sometimes. What? This doesn't make any sense. What? What's the method on here? It's a get. This is a post. It has to be this guy. And it is. Alright, current subscription. So we're getting that. I mean, it should work out. Let's refresh this. I should automatically have it. Yeah, I have it. So we have canceled here. Cool. So now we need to make sure we can renew it if it's canceled. What's the status if it's pending cancellation? I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that is by... I wish I could overwrite this. Premium 1. Sure. There's a disconnect now because it wasn't created through the system, so I don't have it in the database. But I can manually update the database for now. What is this? Stripe. Description. ID. Oh, I forget I'm not using Vim. And we also want to say active, I'm assuming. Comma. It's backtick. Yep, that works. All right. So if we refresh, we should have our new, our new subscription ID. So, all right. And it's active. So now we can start, let's just do some front end real quick. Just to take account of the active status. So it says status right here. I'm gonna have to rename this guy as well. Active sub. Let's see if I can do it in this level. GN. I don't know, it doesn't work. Current subscription. Status. Forward S. Delete backwards. Current. Forward. I still need to learn how to move vertically. Somewhat. I still have to learn how to move vertically, because I could have simply jumped to that line by going directly to the relative line, but I haven't researched how to do that yet. There are still some missing instances. Account service, and where are we? We're in account services. 139. Forward S. Delete backwards. Now what I wanted, current. Current type. Billing 77, but that's valid. Have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by. Alright. Actually, that does make sense, because we're not... Yeah, that's exactly why. Because it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, we're clearing up these errors, which is good. 309. Alright, those edits look good. What was that? Alright. Alright, so now we have access to status. So if active, we'll do something like this. If so. Actually don't like that verb anymore. Hoping it's gonna catch it. May have forgotten to add it. That's fine. I don't know, I like the word pause. It doesn't sound definite. Right, all. Oh, I have to unwrap it. This is true. Do I want to do this here? Actually, nah. Let's do this up here. I don't think so. I think I have to do it like this. I mean, there's other ways to do this. I'm not even thinking anymore. I'm just typing. Damn it. Now what I wanted. V-chord, curly brackets, delete. This seems kind of like overkill. Whatever. If yeah, I don't like how this is. This doesn't read well. I'm just being lazy right now implementing this. Let's do this. Hasn't seen like proper syntax. Damn, I'm gonna have to do it that way though. From string. What are you referring to? From string. Oh, that guy? I got you. So I built this. It's a custom function that basically grabs the S string. It does like the start day and generates the option for the current subscription. It's just to like hide it so I don't have to type it every single time I want to translate the string into a JSON object. I could have really used anything, but I just used string because mental overhead. There might be a better way, honestly. I could probably use. true. Let's go back to that real quick. Let's just see. From string. Let's go back. Oh, it's from string because I standardize this message object that comes from my services. So for instance, requires an allocated string when it doesn't need it. This is true. But just some insight on why I have it as a string. So I normalize my HTTP responses, so they all come through with the same object type. So I don't really have to like mix and match types. So I created this generic called message, which takes a generic type. It has a class which is like success, error, what type of message it is, and then it has a data property, which could be whatever the generic is, to standardize the response type from my agent and you, because everything that outputs from an agent has to be the same data type. I kind of have to normalize it into a string. I believe I tried using standard static string, but then I ran into a lifecycle issue. I don't recall why I went down this road to do it that way. There might be a better way to do it, but it's the way that actually just worked for me. But yeah, no, I definitely get what you're saying. Definitely get it. Current events. I wonder if it's possible to do that. If else. Oh no, I totally get it, and like mention it because this actual it might help me think through different situations or like implement certain patterns. Like I still haven't like grasped what is the correct patterns to follow. Like I know a little bit, but it's still, when I'm writing, I'm like thinking, is this the best way to writing this? Is there a better, like I'm constantly like in my head about it. Whatever insights you have, I'm all for it. I appreciate the insight. If active. Oh, I know what I could do. Let's just do this. Let's... I've never done this before. I do need to return something. That was the error before. Yeah, I just don't like how this is written. I guess that's even like valid. just broke everything. Yeah, this is not possible. I knew it was worth a try. So what I'll do is the hell? Active. Alright. I think this may be cleaner. Ba, ba, ba. As string, wouldn't it essentially be the same thing? Is there a difference between the annotation? Active status that's active pause subscription. Restart. Gotcha. So the other one would be less characters. I still don't like how this writes or reads, I mean, but it works. Just curious. Yeah, no, it's giving the same error. Why? What's the issue with this? clone. Which is not a current sub, which does not implement copy. After so if I were to, this is still a string. This is a borrowed string. So you can't do this? I feel like I've done this before. Dropped here while borrowed. Oh. Am I supposed to do this? Got you. All right. So I'm gonna have to You're trying to assign a reference to a value that will be dropped while the reference will still exist. Got you. So I will just simply have to do this. I still fight this all the time. All the time, I swear. If it's active. Alright, so we have pause, so pause should essentially cancel it. So here's where the magic comes in. Cancel subscription. So upon canceling, we're gonna have to check to see if the billing cycle has reached, if it's greater than if the current date is greater than the billing cycle end date. If it is, then we create a new one. If it's not, then we resume it by just toggling this flag. So this is fine. Our logic will basically live within update. Update database entry. Values. Alright, so we are capturing renew at, cancel that, so this is the magic number right here, the magic date. So we're gonna have to update status and that. And cancel that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about that. I think I created cancel that myself, and I should have just been using end that. Yeah, no, we don't need to update that. Yeah. So we're gonna update that here once we get the response. Resume subscription. Forward. Response. Bad. Can't spell. Bad request. Forward. Message.